What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Haulin Bass TV. Today we're back at it again with Lucky Tackle Box because this killer company sent me 2 boxes this month. One was the XL box, or the XL box, and this is the tournament box. So I know that Wednesday reviewed the smaller box, and today we're going to review the bigger one, just so that you guys can get an idea about what you want to buy for an angler. This is actually a great gift for an angler that you are trying to buy for. And this is the best time to do that because everything on the Lucky Tackle Box site is 30% off. So let's roll that killer intro and get right into this box. Get this box open. The first thing we have in there, oh, there's things sticking together, is the month's box theme and what is inside the box. It's just a description of what they are covering this month, along with what is in the box currently. The next thing we have is the California Classic sticker. I love stickers. I will always be putting those all over the place. We got 2 stickers, y'all. The next thing we have in here, before even getting into the boxes, we have the Lucky Monthly Highlights. It's a pamphlet about one subject, which this one is Bass Jigs 101, but it also has the QR code right there so that you can go scan that and go online and get the full Lucky Tackle Box Monthly magazine. Let's get into those lures. The first thing that I see is California Classics Bait Company. It's a swim bait. And this is actually called the Big Sur. Well, let's see if we can get her open. The Big Sur, and it is actually a section. It's a blue top with a white bottom. One thing I really like about these swim baits is the section portion back here. So if you have a small swim jig or a small spinner bait, you can actually section this off and just put that on the back of it as a trailer instead of using the whole swim bait. The next thing I see in here is Big Mouth Baits Slim Shady. It says that it goes 5 foot. It's 3 inches and ½ an ounce. It's called Midnight Moon. I really like this color. I honestly don't believe that it goes 5 feet. I think it goes quite a bit deeper, but we will find out soon enough when I go throw this weekend. We have another Slim Shady by Big Mouse, also 3 inches, ½ an ounce, and it says it goes 5 feet. This is a chartreuse shad color, and if you guys watch the other Lucky Tackle Box, one of my favorite colors is a purple top with a white side or ivory side and then some chartreuse in it, and that is exactly what that is. I love this color on a lot of things, and I have a lot of confidence in this color. I would certainly upgrade the hardware, but I upgrade all of my hardware as it is anyways. The next thing I have in here is the Lucky Tackle Box snap swivels. The biggest things that I would use these for is to put catfish weights on there and to knock lures loose down in brush piles or rock piles. These are really too big for anything that I do. The only other thing that I use snap swivels on, which are really small snap swivels, are poppers to make them walk a little bit easier. All right, down here at the bottom, we have another California Classics, the Big Sur, another swim bait. And this, they don't have colors on them. However, it's more of a brown top with an ivory bottom along with the blue top ivory bottom. But it looks very similar to a shad and is also sectioned just like the other bait that we had seen earlier today. The next one we have in here is another California Classic, the Castaic Craw. Let's go with that. It is what looks to be a June bug color. And I do like these because they have these a little bit heavier claws on here. They're not your normal claws that a craw would have, the flapping craws. They're a little bit heavier, and it is quite thin, which isn't always the best when you're trying to get a hook in it. However, I can't really judge it yet because I haven't thrown them. We have another castaic craw in here, and it looks like a green pumpkin olive-ish color. It's not exactly a green pumpkin, but it's a little bit lighter color than an actual green pumpkin. Same craw as the other one. The next thing we have is Knockout Baits Company. It is a 4-inch jerk bait, 1/2 ounce, and it is clown color. It has a holographic side, which I really like in jerk baits. The hardware looks size appropriate, that's for sure. I'm not sure how reliable it is though. It has that holographic side on there, a black back and a silver bottom with the red up here. I really like the red, especially when fish are short striking it, because it gives them a target, which is towards the head. And a lot of times they will eat it a lot better when they have that red up front. There is another Knockout Baits jerk bait in here. It's also 4 inches, 1/2 ounce, and it is black gold. It is not the holographic, however, it does have a black back, which has a little bit of paint missing. Oh, no, it's just got paint on it. And a gold side and an orange bottom. It does look like the bait was clear, and because I can kind of see through it, so the paint isn't too heavy, but this will be a lot better jerk bait in those muddy days in the winter when those fish are very lethargic. Gives them a solid pattern to look for when it's pretty muddy. All right, we have Brigade Baits. It's a flat-sided crankbait. It is 2.5 inches long. It is also 1/2 ounce, and it's called Mud Minnow. I like this color because back home in Iowa, a lot of the bait fish look just like this color. It's got a bronze back on it. Bronze is brown, a black back, the dot, and then a little bit of ivory with the orange on the bottom. And this has a really tight wobble. It's very good for the winter when you're cranking in the winter. You don't want those wide wobbling crankbaits because those fish are very lethargic and they want something that looks natural, and that small tight wobble is a lot more natural in the winter compared to those big thumping baits. The other one we have in here is another Brigade Baits flat-sided crankbait. It is also 2.5 inches long and 1/2 ounce. It is River Shad. I actually really like this because down here it has a blue hue, and a lot of the bait fish down here have a blue holographic hue towards the top of them. But this is also another flat-sided crankbait that has a very tight wobble to it compared to a wide wobble, and it's very good in cold water conditions. Let's see, we have a Crave Baits lipless crankbait. It is 2.5 inches long. It's a 1/2 ounce, and it's lemon drop is the color. It looks similar to a bluegill almost. It has a plastic type rattle. It's not the tinny rattles. It's not a one knocker, but it is the plastic in between rattles. The hardware I would certainly upgrade to probably a number 2 hook in an EWG style, because normally when they're eating a lipless, they're eating it really well. But these are really good to throw in the winter also because they have a tight action to them. Very good option for winter fishing. We have another Crave Baits lipless crankbait in here, and it is the same exact lipless crankbait, but it is in Cool Breeze, which is that black back, silver bottom, almost a minnow style lipless crankbait. Obviously I would upgrade the hardware on there, but it is also another great option to yo-yo off the bottom in those 9 to 12 foot ranges. We got 2 things left, y'all. I'm trying to get through this pretty quick. We have the Mustad offset worm hook, which would pair very well. We got all the baits with it. With your Castaic craw, and it looks like it would fit perfectly in there with a little bit of a bullet weight up front or a flipping weight up front, so that you could pitch those into fallen trees or into rock piles. And the next thing we have is a Wacky Rig weight and hook. It is the Wacky Rig kit by Mustad. It has a nail weight in there and then just a regular Wacky Rig hook. You can also use this for Nico rigging and even a drop shot. You just have to get a drop shot weight. These hooks are absolutely great for drop shotting, Nico rigging, and Wacky rigging. So that's all we got in this month's Tournament XL box. And I just wanted to remind you guys again that everything on Lucky Tackle Boxes, the subscriptions on Lucky Tackle Box are 30% off right now. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure you guys go down and hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, give us a thumbs up. And if you want a sneak peek into everything that's going on, head on over to Haulin Bass TV on Instagram. It'll be linked down below, and hit that follow button. Go catch your PB for me. Spartan!